The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
It's time to BS.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Oh, shit.
What the hell is that?
Hey, Jack, why did the Lakers trade for Luka?
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Yeah, that would be it. That would be the reason why.
Hey, Jack.
Hi. We've gotten this off to a glorious start. Your new memes are otherworldly.
Isn't it great when you have someone who's a meme lord?
Yes, it is lovely.
It's
I only have mine in sound format, but...
Well, I'm trying to figure out the sound format, but the fact we have actual clips is great.
Yeah, no, it is. It's lovely.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 243 of Time to BS. Jack is, otherwise... Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Jack. Is your...
Luka Doncic is a Los Angeles Laker. I should have given you guys a volume warning. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We're the roadcaster picked it up perfectly. It's fine. But anyway, so Jack is currently gloating in himself and salivating over himself. Just so much saliva. Just an uncomfortable amount of
Don't
saliva.
make this gross.
That was the whole reason why I transitioned into that. It was the whole reason.
You just made it gross. You made it sound way more disgusting than it had to be.
Hold on.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
To be fair, you are very passionate about your teams.
I am.
You were very passionate about your teams.
I am.
So,
I got accused the other day on Twitter of wanting the Kings to lose because I was calling for everybody to get fired. No. I can point out issues with the team that I root for without wanting them to lose games. There's a difference.
Anyway, because we're going off topic as per usual.
Yeah, we're gonna...
So, Luka Doncic, at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, this morning,
I just realized Donut is sitting behind you.
Yeah, she's right behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see the painting of Brian Trottier?
Oh, is that what that is?
That is a painting of Brian Trottier, yes.
That's cool.
Hall of Famer Brian Trottier. No, the story goes, before we continue, the story goes is my uncle, who's really my fiance's uncle, is a Rangers fan. And he had this picture of Brian Trottier for God knows how long. And then he brings it downstairs and on cue says, "Here, take this. It's been stinking up my house." He takes the rivalry personally. So
I would too. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him at all. But yeah, Jack. How you feeling, bud? It's I woke up at 4 a.m.
I realized that I did not immediately text you about it until after I was ready to wind down for the night.
No,
and I found out at I want to say it was an hour after the Royal Rumble.
It was literally I went to sleep after Jey Uso won the Rumble, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully the Twitter reactions are peaceful, and they turned out to be not. And then I woke up 6 hours later to not only you texting me, but John losing his ever-loving fucking mind of what the hell is Dallas thinking? This isn't even this is a great trade for the Lakers because they get out of the Anthony Davis contract. This is a weirdly bad... This is more of a what the hell are you doing, Dallas?
Yeah, no, it is. I'm going to tell you what it is for the Lakers. It is short-term pain for long-term gain. If you're the Lakers,
No, correct. This is correct. You're right.
What the thing that people need to realize is, yes, they got worse defensively, and yes, we as Lakers fans are going to miss the hell out of Anthony Davis.
Yes.
He worked his ass off for this team. He won the championship in 2020. Debate it with your wall. It counts. And then, yeah, he just put in the work constantly, even when all the shit was going wrong for the Lakers, it felt like. And we're going to miss the hell out of him. When the other team is offering you Luka Doncic, you don't say no.
Yeah, that's
like, this is insane.
He
was my favorite player, not on the Lakers, and now he's a Laker. Like, I'm freaking out. I'm so excited.
This is the biggest in-season trade in NBA history by a country.
It might be the biggest in-season trade history in sports. Like, it is up there.
I don't know.
You can debate it for sure. I'm pretty sure that there are some other candidates
What's
too.
What's the biggest one in hockey? Because Wayne Gretzky wasn't traded in season.
That
right?
was not mid-season. That's the biggest hockey trade ever, but I don't know about mid-season.
And this is
it's tough to think of like something that's come close to this.
Trade, yes, but in terms of the greatest trade in all sports,
Gretzky's probably still
Gretzky,
number one for
but
me.
like the fact, I'm questioning ownership in Dallas. I don't know if Mark Cuban is still majority owner of the Mavericks, but I hope to God the fans in Dallas and the fans in Northeast Texas are losing their fucking mind. Because
there's not a whole lot of people who are too excited about this.
Keeping in mind here, Dallas last season went to the finals.
Yeah.
Granted, got their asses kicked by Boston. So
they were in the finals.
They were in the finals. You don't trade your best player when you go to the finals the previous year.
The return.
You don't do that.
Obviously, Anthony Davis is a big piece to give up, but like only a single first round pick in 2029. I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah, that's egregious.
There are worse players that have gotten more first round picks in return.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Durant. I think
twice.
What's his name too? I don't know if it was Mikal Bridges or whoever it was.
Mikal Bridges is really good defensively, though.
Yeah, but like
he's really good
but he's not Luka.
Wait, we were talking about Bridges from Phoenix to the Nets.
Whatever year where he got traded for like a bunch of first rounders or something like that.
Oh, it was this past off season when he got traded from Brooklyn to New York.
Yeah,
that was this past off season. But at the same point, it's one of those things where you have to go. The way the Knicks are playing now, worth it, absolutely worth it. They're third in the East, but where are the Lakers currently in terms of record?
I think they're in a playoff spot. I'm gonna double check real quick.
I think they are, because the last time I checked, they were.
I won't do this on my phone. I'll do this on the thing so that you can get the glorious sound of my keyboard typing.
Yeah.
The Lakers are fifth in the West.
Where's Dallas?
28 and 19. Dallas, who by the way is getting their shit kicked in today. Dallas it was 50 to 19 after the first quarter.
Good. They deserve it. I'm sorry, but they deserve it.
Dallas is 8th.
So
they're 26 and 23. They're in a play-in spot right now.
You're telling me the Dallas Mavericks, who are in 8th place in the Western Conference, and a tight as shit West, might I add. You're telling me you decided, hey, we're going to trade Luka Doncic essentially for a bag of potato chips for what he's worth.
144 to 101 was the final score against Cleveland.
Holy fuck.
Blowout.
You don't do this. You don't do this unless he says, hey, I want to trade. I don't want the Supermax. Trade me. We don't.
And
this
apparently
only
he
just
didn't.
happened.
Like that's what the report was. Like the trade just materialized out of thin air.
Yeah, and when Mark Stein reports something is like, yeah, Luka didn't want the Supermax. When Mark Stein reports something like that, he's the most credible reporter that I know out there, aside from Shams.
Yeah, and it's funny too because everybody thought Shams got hacked. That's why this trade is as big as it is, because I haven't seen anything like I literally cannot remember a single trade going down where it turned out to be legitimate, but the reporter who tweeted it was like trying as hard as as desperately as he could to convince people, guys, this is legit. This actually happened.
Yeah.
So many people, myself included, were like,
Yeah.
oh my God, did Shams just get hacked or is this legit?
Unbelievable. The fact that they pulled this off.
Ridiculous. And this is what I mean. Like, I don't know. Obviously, the Lakers still think they can win this season. Obviously, they have another first round pick to trade. They might use that to go get another big, which they should.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rest of the season will hold for the Lakers. I don't. But this is about the long term. Luka Doncic is the new face of the franchise.
Correct.
He's the heir to LeBron James. He's the face of the franchise. They got him for like they want to sign him for like a decade plus, is what I heard.
Can I be frank, honestly? I fucking despise player empowerment. Despise it. Wholeheartedly despise it. And this wasn't Rob Pelinka. This wasn't whoever the fuck the Mavericks GM is. I can't remember off the top of my head. This was, I guarantee you, LeBron sat Rob Pelinka and the owners and the Buss family ownership in LA and said, "Get me Luka." I guarantee you this was a LeBron deal.
Maybe. I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him.
Has to.
This thing to happen. I will say that LeBron also was on social media the other night and like calling reporters liars for saying that like he wanted AD out or he wanted AD to like he was mad at AD. There was a rift between that. Like reporters were like on TV saying that, and LeBron quote tweeted them saying that that they're fucking lying is what he said.
Did you see Kevin Durant's reaction?
I
On
have
the
seen
sideline, oh my god, it's glorious.
Yeah. The freaking
he double taked his phone. It was
the
like
Suns' reaction as a whole on the sideline. Like everybody was like, "Wait, is this legit?"
Yeah, Kevin Durant was like, "What the fuck?" It's unbelievable. It's unfreaking believable.
And what the point that I was going to make too about the Lakers too is like what this does it like for the future too. Like this makes them a free agent spot. If you're a free agent, you have an opportunity to play with Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves.
More Luka than LeBron at this point.
Yeah, true. Because who knows how long LeBron has left? But like Austin Reeves will be there for a while. Luka Doncic, freaking Doncic is going to be there.
Unbelievable. Dalton
Connect, he's getting better.
Yeah,
I love Dalton Connect. He's found his stuff from 3-point land again. It's awesome. Jackson Hayes is playing pretty well too. I mean, the Lakers are just like they're set up. I don't want to say they're becoming the Avengers like the Dodgers are just yet, but like they can't because salary caps exist and stuff in the NBA.
Yeah, baseball.
But the point is, like, it benefits the Lakers long term because now it makes them a hot free agent spot. You've got one of the most electric players in basketball as the face of your franchise for at least the next decade.
And he's
25. I mean, this is incredible. Again, it does hurt to lose Anthony Davis. I'm not going to deny that. But it's Luka. It's like, while I hate what we gave up, I love what we got in return. Like I said, Luke is my favorite NBA player that wasn't a Laker before yesterday.
And the fact he's a Laker now is.
And now he's a Laker. I'm going crazy. This is so fun.
Oh, this is crazy as shit. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, what else has been going on in the world of bullshit land? Yep. There's more shit to do before the break. But, hey, Jack. Dodger land. No?
What?
So.
Is this supposed to be a pun or like what?
No,
or you just want to talk about
I had a
Dodgers?
joke somewhere. I literally just typed that in. So Dodgers land on you.
All right.
Stream. So, okay. The Dodgers decided to say fuck baseball and fuck the salary cap that doesn't exist, and sign the entire country of Japan. What?
Everybody?
Yeah, literally everybody. The entire country of Japan. The empire that is
pretty
Japan.
much.
Pretty much. I mean, so various. I love love how New York sports radio hosts are losing their ever-loving fucking marbles on this. Every time I hear guys like Michael Kay, Don LaGreca, Peter Rosenberg, those guys, Francesa, Russo, thank God he's still on the radio, Chris Russo. But it's never going to happen, but the salary cap, I think, is more realistic now because of you guys. Which is a shitty thing to say, but all the deferred money, these back-ended these massive contracts. I mean, at least a salary floor.
Yeah, I want the floor first, and then we can talk about the cap. It's on the owners. It is.
Yeah, it is. It is on the owners.
You can't blame anybody else. Don't be mad at the Dodgers. They're the ones that are exploiting the rules that everybody else is allowed to exploit.
Go look up John Stanton's net worth with the Seattle Mariners. You're telling me the Mariners can't get anyone? John Stanton's net worth is what? It's got to be in the 20s, 20 billions. Do I hear seagulls?
That's a dog. That's my.
Oh, I heard seagulls.
Yeah, that's my dog losing his mind.
Seagulls. This is a seagull. So net worth, please, of John Stanton. I love this show. But my point is, John Fisher with the A's.
The Sacramento A's of Las Vegas.
Whatever. The Sacramento Vegas A's.
Sure,
that works. You're telling me they can't sign anyone? You're telling me the A's can't sign anyone? The fuck? It's just one of those things where you have to look at them in the mirror and just go, why?
Yeah.
Literally, why? You're telling me, the only 3 teams that are signing players are the Yankees, Mets, and the Dodgers. That's it. A majority of the teams in Major League Baseball have deep pockets. Shout out to the Red Sox, too. And Jerry Reinsdorf with the fucking White Sox. Oh my God. He refuses to sign anyone, and look where it got him. The White Sox are shit. But
I just love that the Dodgers are going full scorched earth on everybody too.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy that there's a new evil empire in baseball. It's
one that
great
isn't
for
the Yankees.
It's great for baseball. It's fantastic for baseball. It's great because you see the new evil empire in baseball. That when the Yankees were winning, yeah, people hated them, but at least the ratings were skyrocketing throughout the 90s and early 2000s. It's just fact. It's just fact. What are you going to do? It's just fact. So we have a break to get to real quick because, this show ain't free. This show ain't free. So time for some ads.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Canada Dips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canada Dip CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CanadaDipCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CanadaDipCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canada Dips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
You know what song I've had in my head, Jack, for the last 3 days?
What
Do you remember
song?
Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride from Lilo and Stitch?
I can't say that I do, but
I want you to go look up Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride after we get off the show, and it's going to be stuck in your head. It's so catchy.
interesting. There's a song that's been stuck in my head as of late.
Here I come to save the day.
I can't play it because it's copyrighted.
Oh, I know why. Oh, I know which one it is. Do you want to know why we can't play these songs?
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
No,
Exactly.
because fuck YouTube, that's why.
Exactly. YouTube hates us. They have their stupid copyright policies, and I don't get to yeet on stream. Actually, I can do a little yeet.
It's like a whale. It's like a whale flap.
That's what he does every now and then. You've seen Jay do it before. You've seen him do like the little like yeet like.
Yeah, he just does that out of fucking nowhere. So, Jack is mad King's puck. What do you got, bro?
Yeah, the Kings have just been like, I feel like are just now only today finally realizing what they've got to do to pick the team up, because the scoring has been a serious issue. This is the second January in a row where they've just completely collapsed, and it's just made me very angry that Rob Blake doesn't feel like he knows what he's doing anymore as the GM, because it took him this long to realize that they have to trade for a scorer. And even now, like based on the later reports that I've seen, they might not even be doing that. It's just a matter of the Kings need to like get their heads out of their asses and start executing again. Now, granted, the NHL is doing them no favors because they keep getting they just got off of what is their third road trip of the season that's 5 games or longer, which is ridiculous. So much travel. They started the season off with a 7-game road trip, then they had another 7-game road trip, then they had 5 just now. I'm pretty sure they had a 4-game one earlier this year. Like, the amount of travel in this part of the season is just insane. And they're getting screwed over by that. They're getting screwed over by bad. Before their game last night against Carolina, I think their last, I don't know, like 4 goals or something like that, like 3 of their last 4 goals or something like that, all got taken off the board because of bullshit reasons. Believe it or not, referees in the NHL are about as bad as NFL referees.
Oh, they're so bad.
Yeah, and it's just I feel like a lot of players on the Kings are not pulling their weight right now, and the fact that like the GMs are just sitting there and like not doing anything about it, it's a little stupid. And like I think they've only just now realized that we need to actually trade for a scorer, but they finally, Kevin Fiala and Trevor Moore were 2 guys that had to get off their butts and start producing again, and both of them scored last night against Carolina.
Yeah.
So that will help. But they've got to do more. It's like they started the year. We'll talk about Mika Rantanen in a second.
Yeah.
They started the January, I think 5-0, and then they finished it like 2 or 3 7-1 or something like that. It's not great. It's not great. Like like you gotta pick it up again. You can't just be stuck in this lull forever. That's why I'm mad at like the front office too, because you can't be satisfied with this. You can't just look at this and be like, I don't know, man. Like you can't look at these results and just stand idly by when you're in the position to do something. You can't just stand there and watch it all go down. That's why a lot of people are pissed off at Rob Blake, because at some point this boys club shit with the Kings has to stop.
It's not even the boys club thing with the Kings. It's more the fact of the boys club thing with the entire league.
I mean, yes, but it's a problem with the Kings.
The only reason Rob Blake even got hired as general manager of the Kings is because he's one of the 3 greatest players the Kings have ever had. That's it. Didn't he have no GM experience prior to that point?
No, he didn't. I wouldn't say 3 greatest Kings players.
It's one of 4.
I
Doughty, Kopitar, Robitaille.
Okay, if we're talking greatest Kings of all time, number 1, it's Anze Kopitar.
Yeah, Kopitar by far, yes.
Yeah. Number 2,
Doughty's up there.
Yeah, Doughty's definitely top 5 all time. Quick is up there.
Quick's up there.
Dustin Brown might be up there too.
Yeah, true. He was good with the Kings.
You can't discount Gretzky. Like obviously Gretzky's biggest contribution was with Edmonton.
Time, but I hear what you're saying.
But like it's Wayne Gretzky. Like if Gretzky never came to the Kings, they would not have exploded in popularity, and like still like the Kings were sticking it out by themselves through a tough few decades on the West Coast. They were like the only West Coast team. Then they get Gretzky, and now there's a billion teams here. So
yeah, true. Thanks,
like
Wayne.
Gretzky definitely kept them relevant, or helped them return to relevancy, and they've never
Moral of
really
the
fallen
story.
off since.
Moral of the story: if you're Canadian, marry a chick from California.
You can play your sound effect after that one.
Edmonton's currently going.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Oh, great.
Screw you, Edmonton.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. Oh boy. Anyway, we have a massive trade that went down.
The team that the Kings just played against and won 4-2 the other night, Carolina.
This is true. I don't see how this benefits the Hurricanes other than having it just be a 1-year thing.
It's them going all in for this year.
Which they're going to choke to Florida or the Rangers or New Jersey or Washington. Because let's be honest here, the Hurricanes choke every year. They have these great teams. They're the new Washington Capitals. They have such great teams. They have such great seasons, and yet they cannot win a damn cup. They can't. I like Rod Brind'Amour. Rod Brind'Amour is a very good coach in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Very good coach. But I was over at the Islander game where they beat Philadelphia 3-1 at Star Wars Night. Great time, by the way.
Star Wars Night's fun.
Star Wars Night is fun. And then I was talking with a few dudes, and they said, yeah, Mikko Rantanen just got traded. I said, to where? Carolina. I'm like, fuck. Because deep down, it's a good deal if you're signing him to what he's asking for.
Yeah.
Because he's going to get a lot of money. A lot of money. But then the problem here is it's a stupid trade if you don't sign him at all. It's a dumb move. And then I'm shocked that Colorado did not get a first-round pick. Stunned by that.
Yeah.
And Chicago, too, was involved. Great for Taylor Hall, but still, that's the other thing. Taylor Hall, really? I forgot he was still around. I'm not gonna lie. Woof. But it's an all-in push for a guy that's going to command way too much money and probably could go back to Colorado anyway in free agency.
Wouldn't that be something if
That'd
he just
be
ends up in free agency going back like that?
That'd be funny. That'd be really funny.
That would be funny.
Meet the Sveshnikov! I gotta find a way to get that sound on there.
It didn't hurt. I don't know when their next game is, but I don't think it hurt. Or it helped their cause last night against LA that they had. Apparently, they said that they had some kind of stomach bug going around.
Really?
Yeah. So they I think Rod said that he literally did not know the status of players until right before the game.
Oof.
Which is kind of brutal. I don't really I know the Kings were struggling going into this game, but the fact that you don't know the status of half your players with a sickness going around is
down with the sickness. I'm not playing the sound. You play it. I know you. I'm not proud of that joke. Jeez. I'm disappointed in myself.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Anyway, Jack. Here I come to save the day.
Brag about your Islanders.
Here I come to save the day. Let me gloat. Let me have my fun, please.
Have your
Jack.
fun. Go ahead.
Let me have my fun as you go sit in the corner. To be fair, you would also be in the same position as well as I.
No, I would. You're right.
No,
you're right.
You absolutely would. Do not bullshit me, Jack.
I'm not trying to lie.
Good. So Ilya Sorokin in his last 6 starts is 6-0 and has a .953 save percentage.
Mm-hmm.
He has played out of his damn mind.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, by the way, with Semyon Varlamov on a soon-to-be long-term injured reserve. Who would have thought that getting 2 offensive defensemen, actually 3, Scott Perunovich, who they got from St. Louis for like a 5th-round pick in 2026, Adam Boquist, former Stanley Cup champion with Florida, got off waivers, and off waivers as well, Tony fucking DeAngelo. Wow. And the fact, here's the funny part. The so-called best defenseman on your team, Noah Dobson. I almost said Adam Pelech. That'd been bad. Noah Dobson, who's been hurt. DeAngelo's not playing. DeAngelo's been not playing it by a mile. It's been unbelievable. And the Isles have won 7 in a row, including a massive overtime win in Tampa last night. They're in Florida. They're in Miami right now playing the Panthers. Let's just call it as it's Miami. Fuck you. It's not Sunrise. It's Miami.
It is Sunrise. It's different. It's separate from Miami. I looked it up. Their stadium, the Panthers stadium, is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's funny. Like,
What the hell is that?
I looked it up on Google Earth, and it's like it literally is just there. Like, there's nothing
It's
surrounding
there.
it. It's just there.
It's just there.
It is just there. I'll text you a picture. I'll find it.
Oh, good Lord. I can't wait for this. But the Islanders have won 7 in a row and have won 10 of their last 12 games. They have put themselves back in contention for a playoff spot. After, by the way, a majority of this fan base wanted Lou fired after like game 30 and was left for dead. They rose back from the deads. The deads? They rose back from the dead. They came back from the dead like The Undertaker. Yes. Like at WrestleMania 20. I'm excited, dude. I'm so pumped. I'm very pumped. Very pumped indeed. We got to go to break real quick because we have a few more topics. Actually, no, we don't. No, we do not.
No break? Are we out of topics?
I don't know.
We haven't talked about the Rumble yet.
We have the AFC and NFC title games and then the Rumble, so we'll do that next. So yes, break time. Ryan, take it away. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, we can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
And we're back. We'd have to talk about the NFC, AFC title games.
I sent you the image, first of all, of the Emirates Bank Arena. And yeah, you can literally see it is surrounded by absolutely nothing.
There's nothing. There's nobody there.
Anyway. Football playoffs in Royal Rumble. Let's go.
Yes. So, Jack, this is what I like about you. This is one of the things I like about you the most, is that when you see the team that beat you go to the Super Bowl or go as far as like the NFC title game, the salt mines that you obtain, the levels of salt are glorious. Salt mines.
It's so
as
stupid.
As far as the eye can see. However, let's also be real here. The second Detroit lost, Philly was going to go to the Super Bowl.
No.
Wow.
I feel like the Rams could have won that game. I do. If it weren't for that freaking missed blitz pickup, they could have won that game.
Or the snow.
The snow shut Philly down, if anything. Like you notice they couldn't. Saquon couldn't really break off those big runs anymore because the snow ruined their passing. Jalen Hurts sucked in that game. Let's be honest. He couldn't
Okay.
pass.
Okay.
So, because he couldn't pass, the Eagles had to commit so much to the run, and because of that, the Rams finally realized, oh, hey, let's actually worry about defending the damn run. And then Saquon couldn't really do too much. So,
anyway, Jack.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
granted, Saquon already had ripped off his biggest runs of the game, so it is what it is. But
you lost the game.
The Rams had a last-second drive down by 5 points. They very well could have ended up in the touchdown. Puka Nacua had an absurd catch on the sideline that made you think, "Oh my God, they're going to win this game." And then they just missed the blitz pickup on third down.
Yeah,
that's literally what it came down to. If Stafford gets the ball out too, or something like that, but I know that there's like intentional grounding and yada yada yada.
You lost the game, and then Philly proceeds to destroy Washington.
Whoever beat that team, I'm not gonna say. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut down the talk of whoever won that game was going to the Super Bowl.
That's fine.
Rams suck against mobile quarterbacks. Beating Washington was not going to be easy.
No.
At least I don't think it would have been. It could have been.
I'm not saying whoever won that game would have gone to the Super Bowl. Not a chance.
I know you're not saying that. But there are people out there that are saying that, and all I'm saying is that nothing's guaranteed in this league. The Rams could have very much walked into Washington, or no, Washington would have been going to SoFi, and the Rams could have destroyed them.
Or Detroit could have won.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole lot of what ifs, though. At the end of the day, the Eagles won. The Eagles, I hated their fan base. I still do hate their fan base, and they have made me. They've made me go to the dark side, and I want the Chiefs to three-peat now because I can't stand to see Eagles fans with a ring.
No,
I can't.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
No.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Can I talk now?
Can I do one more?
Uh-oh, retard alert!
It didn't have to be that one. I should have said no. I should have said no. I don't care though. I'm holding firm.
Jack, the heel turn.
I'd rather root for the Chiefs than the Eagles.
Back from you. You pulled a Seth Rollins.
That's not the way I would turn heel on somebody. It wouldn't be with a chair.
You with a kendo stick?
It would be with a table and a ladder.
No, I would have used the chair. I would have used the chair or Triple H's sledgehammer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're giving me ideas now. How would I turn heel? I don't... In my, I play a lot of WWE 2K.
Good.
And
they're fun. They're fun games.
Yeah, they're very fun games. I love how customizable they are. But I don't know, because my created guy is always like a face. I don't know if I would. I don't know how I would handle being a heel. I probably could do it, but
we'll find out. But yes, Philadelphia.
I don't like being the
Philadelphia is going to the Super Bowl. They're the underdogs because, of course, they are. Because Kansas City
only because of who they're going up against, because the Bills got screwed again.
Yes, Jack, we can both confirm. I texted, you don't know this guy. I texted a friend of mine who's a diehard Bills fan. Diehard Bills fan for 40 years. I asked him, Bills got robbed? Yes, Bills got robbed. Absolutely. Buffalo got robbed. Buffalo absolutely got robbed. And there's one Chiefs fan that I know that I actually tolerate. And he's a decent friend. And I'm not going to question his fanhood because he's in his 40s and has watched this Chiefs team his entire freaking life. Good for him. That is the only legit Chiefs fan I can tolerate. The rest of them, go fuck yourself. And why is that, Jack?
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
That's right, Dave Chappelle. Fuck him. That's why.
There you go. But yeah, I will say this though, like again, it comes down to like the fan experience too for me, because obviously this is choosing between the lesser of two evils. In my case, though, you could say I'm choosing the bigger of two evils, but like,
yeah,
I can't. Dick. I'm not standing for watching Philly fans get another Super Bowl. I'm not. Like they've been like, if I've never seen a fan base that has harassed opposing fans the way they do. Nobody can exist in peace just because they root for another team.
Now, Jack, if the Rams didn't lose to Philadelphia, would you be picking the Eagles?
What kind of question is that? What kind of, like, what do you mean?
If the Rams hadn't played the Eagles in the playoffs or in the regular season, would you be picking the Eagles to win this game?
No.
Wow. Damn it.
I've seen.
I thought that'd work. Damn it. I didn't think that.
You know what? I would pick the Eagles is if they ended up playing against the Chargers in the Super Bowl. Then I would pick the Eagles. Then I don't give a shit. I'm serious.
Damn, this man has gone full heel. This man has gone full heel. It's unfortunate. He turned heel like Randy Orton multiple times, or Kevin Owens several times in his career.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is the heel run is kind of cooking. But yeah,
anyway. So yeah, Kansas. At the same point, I can look at the fact of like, yeah, Buffalo got robbed, but also the fact of the matter is, you could not stop Patrick Mahomes. You couldn't. Buffalo had every opportunity to win this game, and they didn't. Again.
Which is fair. That's a fair assessment.
But
I feel like they did get screwed though. They did. Like you remember the 4th down call?
Yes, he was across the line.
Everybody with eyes could see the ball was over the line.
Cross the line. Absolutely he was. Absolutely Josh Allen was across the line. And if they weren't playing Kansas City, that's a first down 100% of the time. Absolutely.
And that's the part that pisses me off. It's because they were playing Kansas City, and teams like that, like the dynasty teams, are always going to get the calls.
The Patriots.
And it's just, yeah, the Patriots. Like, now, granted, I saw a tweet, and I think it made the most sense. The tweet was like something along the lines of, people hated Brady because they couldn't beat him. People hate Mahomes because they aren't allowed to beat him.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, there's a problem. It feels
right
like with Tom Brady, obviously, yes, he got calls a lot of the time, but it just felt like you just couldn't beat Tom Brady on the field.
Yeah,
he was just that good on the field. With Mahomes, it feels like the refs. Like, yes, Mahomes is good. I'm not saying the Chiefs are a bad team. They've got all the pieces to make it work, but it really feels like every single time you watch that team play, the refs always make themselves the story.
They're fucking frauds. And because of the ref bullshit, they have consistently proven my point that they are frauds. They're absolutely frauds. If the refs were not involved consistently and then we're getting bullshit call after bullshit call in favor of Kansas City, they would not be in this position. But because of the dick sucking the NFL likes to do of the Chiefs, with the Patriots case, yes, we all hated the Patriots during the last 20 years. We all did. The both of us here had to play them in a Super Bowl. That did not go well for both parties.
No. I mean, you have more nightmares about it than I do, but yes.
10 fucking years later. It still haunts me 10 years later.
Run the ball at the 1 yard line, kids, when you're playing Madden.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
No.
That was deserved.
When you're playing Madden, or you're playing backyard football or something, and you're at the 1 yard line, run the ball. Just run the ball.
It still haunts me to this day.
I
Still
say
haunts
that,
me.
and yet the Rams' game-winning touchdown was a pass at the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
So
fuck off, asshole. So
Stafford and Cup are just built different.
my point was,
at least they were back then.
My point was, at least you respected the Patriots.
Yes, you hated them, but you respected them. The Chiefs, that doesn't exist. It is always they are winning because of some kind of call.
Kansas City, New England did not have a team essentially before Belichick and Brady got there. They were being
They
threatened.
don't
to
really
move.
have one right now either. Let's be honest.
Well,
they got Drake May.
Anyway, they were being threatened to move at one point out of New England. That was the plan. That was a rumored plan that
Out
the
of
Patriots
Boston
were-
or out of New England?
out of New England.
Like all of New England.
All of New England, yes.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was in the late 80s and early 90s. Yes, that was real. Kansas City has had success before Patrick Mahomes. Do you remember Alex Smith? You
Yes.
Chiefs bandwagon fuckers? He's the reason why Mahomes is so good. Cuz he learned behind Alex Smith for a season.
Exactly.
Ah, fuckers. Anyway, now we got to go to break. Do we?
No, because we got to talk about Rumble.
Oh yeah, Rumble. So
This one I
After-
called.
this one you got right. So Charlotte Flair returns in the Royal Rumble after over a year, wins her second Royal Rumble, entered number 27. I'm not gonna lie. After a day of thinking about this, I don't hate it.
No, I don't either, but
I
I
don't
just
hate
don't.
it.
She has to. I feel like she has to like make more appearances now weekly on Raw and or SmackDown before like leading up to WrestleMania, because that's the only way it's gonna feel like it's like legitimately a big title opportunity.
I have a prediction of who she's gonna pick.
You think she picks Rhea?
I think she picks Tiff.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Has to be Tiff.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because
That'd be really fun.
the chamber match, I think either Bianca wins it
No.
or Jade Cargill or Jordan Grace wins it.
You know
Jordan
who I
looked
think,
good.
no. You know who I think is gonna win it?
What do you think?
Alexa Bliss.
Dude, I marked out so much when Bliss came back. I was like, let's fucking go! It was awesome. But the
Yeah,
second
no,
I
that
heard
was.
that when the music came out, I literally went to my phone. I'm like, holy shit! Holy shit!
That was the best pop of the night in the women's match. That was
Oh,
the
it
best
was
pop of the night.
so great. But I don't hate this because, yeah, Charlotte Flair's insufferable. She is the John Cena of women's professional wrestling. I'm sorry. Fuck you. Refuses to put people over. Constantly wins over the titles. But yeah, we respect them because, you know.
Well, that's
they're-
not John anymore. We'll get more on that later, but
Anyway. Hey, Ryan popped in. I saw people rage quit on Twitter when Charlotte won. I'm all, why were you surprised? This is a good point. The second Io Sky entered at number 1, you knew someone was gonna win the Rumble. Oh. Hi guys.
Hi.
He pulled a
I'm
Chris
trying
Jericho.
to process the sentence you just said. The second EO came in at number 1, you knew someone was gonna win the
I knew Charlotte was gonna win.
Okay, when EO
I
came
knew
in, you knew
Charlotte was
Charlotte. I was gonna say when you say someone is gonna win when somebody comes
Yeah.
in at number 1, I was like, well,
I
no
had a
shit,
hunch.
that's how it works.
I had a hunch she was our Jordan Grace as the sleeper pick. Jordan Grace was my sleeper pick,
Yeah.
or was Charlotte. Either or, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate either or, but people hate it because, you know, Charlotte Flair, because 14-time women's champion. What are you gonna do? We also have tag team titles get retained. DIY retained the titles of Machine Guns.
The
Good
Street Profits make themselves the story of this one,
as
though.
a heel, nonetheless, as
Yeah.
heels too. Good, because you know they can be badass heels. They have the potential to do it. They attempted to be heels before with Bobby Lashley, didn't work because they cannot pull off the suit look.
This is kind of heels because they attacked obviously Motor City Machine Guns are the faces here, but they attacked Motor City Machine Guns to affect the ending of the match, and then they attacked DIY after the match. So they're just kind of operating. I'd say this is more of a tweener thing, to be honest. This is sort of like
good.
me.
Which is good. You need that, and you need that too. You need that kind of
you do.
kind of tweener thing.
Yeah. So the match was good though. I think that speaking of match, this was brutal. This was like almost Hell in a Cell.
This was beautiful.
I loved how brutal it was, but it's like like that.
Oh my God. Sunset flip at the end of the match by Cody to Kevin Owens, basically going head first through a ladder. I was like, oh good God. Oh, good God. And I immediately thought of Terry Funk. I was like, for the love of the game.
I thought that there was a legitimate chance that Kevin was actually legitimately out cold.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with Cody, too. Same thing with Cody, too. Like, during a spot before the end. Like, obviously, at the end is when you thought maybe... Yeah, the ladder on the rope. The way he fell over and sold that. Like, some of the people that I was watching with, like, were telling me, like, there was a way that, like, he didn't do, like, the X or whatever that, like, you throw up when you're legitimately hurt.
The medical X, yeah.
Yeah, like, they thought before that happened, they thought, like, oh my God, he's, like, out. Like, he might actually be out. So, like, that was just...
Yeah, this was
insane the way that played out.
This was a brutal match in a good way. This was deeply personal. I was expecting Randy Orton to come out and save the day and be like Mighty Mouse. And Ryan's going to get the reference.
Here I
come to save the day. How do you know that one?
Urinating Tree.
Aha, a man of culture, I see.
He has played it on Sports Ball on multiple occasions. I played it when Akella Witherspoon got a game-winning pick.
Well done. That's not a knock on you, Ryan. It's not a knock on you. I like to make jokes about myself, too, sometimes. It's great.
No, you're fine.
It's fantastic. You mean like Andy Kaufman, he says? Yes. Very well done. But yeah, more. Cody retains the tag team titles, the undisputed title, over Cody. Wow, words are hard.
Cody beats Cody. Congratulations, Cody.
Retard alert.
I'm certified. It's okay. Words are hard. Yes, stop. I can't speak. Cody Rhodes retains the undisputed title over Kevin Owens.
There you go. You did it.
Fuck.
Congrats.
I did it.
Congrats.
Yay.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Anyway, the next match was the main event. And what a shocker that the main event of WWE, in this case, is going to win... Brain? I can't speak again.
Well, he is going to win.
Jey Uso wins the Rumble. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the other one where I looked at where I sat myself down for about 5 minutes. And I said, not who I would have picked, but I don't hate it.
I picked CM Punk. I picked Punk
too. We both picked Punk.
I think what I was expecting to happen in this was it was going to come down to the final four were going to be Cena, Punk, Rollins, and Reigns.
Yeah, that did not happen.
That obviously did not happen because 3 of those 4 people were tossed over the top rope
at the same
2
time.
of them did it to themselves. Or no, it was Reigns and Rollins were going at it. And then Punk threw them both over. And then Logan Paul threw Punk over. I actually think that's a nice little touch, by the way, because screw Logan Paul, obviously.
Yep.
But
for many reasons.
The night before the Rumble on SmackDown, CM Punk confronted Kevin Owens, and in their back and forth yapping, one of Punk's points was, "I've never lost to Logan Paul."
You
and
are
guess what
learning,
man
my
threw
friend.
Logan Paul over? Or guess what man? I just ruined my own thing, but yeah, Logan.
Words are hard for both parties.
English hard.
English
Logan Paul was the one who
words.
eliminated CM Punk from the Rumble.
Which I wanted Aleister Black to get in the Rumble so bad. But
Yeah,
the
you
second
texted me with his name a few times.
oh my god, I would have lost my mind if Aleister Black was in the Rumble. But such is life. A life full of pain. It's unfortunate. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So, do you hate this? Because I don't. I think this is.
I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
I want to hear you. I want to hear you why.
Because you have to realize how over somebody has to be.
No, he's stupid over. Yes.
When you eliminate John Cena to win the Royal Rumble and still get cheers from the audience. The audience was loving it at the end. They did not care who won. Like it was, and it was gonna work either way. John Cena does not need this. Cena, he's gonna win the Elimination Chamber now, is my prediction.
Yeah, probably.
And like I think that the storytelling, either way, regardless of whether or not he wins it, I think the storytelling alone is fantastic because if you saw the press conference after, John Cena said he didn't take any questions for once. He just kept it to one statement where he said he now he viewed his farewell tour as like one of like a goodwill tour, like just giving back goodwill, that sort of thing, doing what was best for him. And then he realized after the Rumble, I always do what's best for the business. And what's best for the business is I go for number 17. So he declared for the Royal Rumble, or for the Elimination Chamber. And he said he's going all in on that. He's going to go all in now. Like, because if you remember his promo on the Raw premiere on Netflix, he said that, like, maybe it wasn't, the number one thing he needed to do. He didn't necessarily need to go for number 17. He didn't see it happening. But then after the Royal Rumble, his mind completely changed, and now look at where we are. And we're gonna get a crazy run from John Cena. So and at the same time, he's able to do that while putting Jey Uso even more over than he already is.
Unbelievable.
And I am loving watching this guy. Like from the storyline that he had in the Bloodline as like Roman Reigns' lackey, his right hand man, to now being pushed to where he is.
Yeah, Jey Uso gave Roman his best matches early on in the title reign, and back in the bubble. Absolutely, and. I don't understand the whole spamming of the super kicks, but whatever. That's just me being the old.
I think that was just the one WrestleMania match. Like, yeah, he uses super kicks a lot, but that's just how he's always done it.
Yeah,
but he's got you saw the match against Gunther too on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he can wrestle,
which is good because he needs to learn from his cousin Jacob Fatu.
He does, but he's still like insane. Like he would be a fantastic world champion, and I'm pulling for it to happen at WrestleMania.
I hope
to beat Gunther because Gunther isn't fighting every week.
Yeah, they're
Jey is there.
Something.
He has some kind of a presence on Raw every week. He's supposed to appear tomorrow.
They're building for something. I don't know what, though, but they're building for something great. So before we continue, we have one more break to go to, and then I have a story for you that we teased before we start recording.
Yeah, we did. I'm almost running out of time, so.
Yeah, we got like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Ish? Okay, perfect.
Take the last break, and then let's go.
All right, let's go. Take it away, Brett. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
I want to say something really quick because the Pro Bowl games happened today, like the flag football portion of it. It's a 2-day thing, and they had I lost my train of thought completely. They had apparently Jackson Smith and Jigba was in at quarterback for a play, and he threw a pick six.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah.
Anyway, so I teased this story before we close up shop. I have a story to tell. You don't know a lot about this story, but I have mixed opinions or feelings on this story that I wish to get off my chest. So the Gabby Petito documentary, or murder case, let's call it what it is. I knew both of them. I knew Brian more than I did Gabby. And when this was going on, the whole town that I grew up in, just Blue Point, New York, just shut down. Essentially, because it was like, what the hell's going on? Now a Netflix documentary is reportedly being released. Well, it's being released. The preview's been coming out. Gabby's remains were found in a national park over in Wyoming, and Brian returned home without Gabby. So it was later, confirmed or whatnot that Brian was responsible for Gabby's disappearance and later death. Here's where I have a slight disagreement with. As much as I wanted this story to be dead and buried, I'm kind of glad that it's coming out again. Because if the family of Gabby is getting more and more comfortable with film crews following them, because I've never seen, let me paint the picture of Blue Point, New York. You've seen Jaws, right, Jack?
No.
Okay, so
I know what happens in it, but I haven't seen it.
So, but in Jaws, there's a little town called Amity Island, which is off the coast of Nantucket in Massachusetts. That's very similar to what Blue Point is. It's a small little town where everyone knows everyone. Your dogs know everyone. Your grandparents, kids, parents, whatever. They all know each other. And I've never seen a little small town like where we are get as many news trucks and as cops show up there to try and calm the situation down. It was bad. But now, it's been a few years. It's been 5 years since this all came. It's been 4 years since this all happened. But the more and more I think it's been 3 years, 4 years, 3 years. But again, I'm kind of glad that this story is coming up for the simple fact of, hey, you're allowing yourself to get more comfortable with telling this story of, hey, this is a fucked up thing that happened. We live with it, but we're never going to. We're going to keep honoring her memory. And there's a Gabby Petito Foundation going on for kidnappings or something like that. But it's just, I don't know. It's been on my mind for the last couple of days. I just want to get off my chest in that regard, because it's home. It's back home. And I highly suggest you take a look at the Netflix documentary, because it feels weird knowing that I knew Brian. It feels like a little chills.
Yeah, I can understand how you feel that way.
Because when I knew him, he wasn't a bad guy. He was a really nice guy. And that's why, for those who knew him best, it's kind of shocking that all this went down. But I don't know. I have mixed opinions on it, but that's just where I view it, where I am on it, because I'm mixed on it because, ultimately, yes, it's not my decision. I don't want it to be my decision on what gets out in the news. I don't. But am I glad that this story is resurfacing again? Yeah. Yeah. Because, cheers to the family. Seriously, because they deserve closure. They deserve so much more than that.
Yeah. Everybody deserves closure in a time like that.
Of course. Of course. So, with that being said, I know you gotta run because you have NASCAR shit.
Exactly.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this edition of Time to BS. Be sure to follow Jack and the Sports Desk YouTube shows in the description. Follow him on Twitter at Starblade125. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Time to BS Podcast and at Staniel Smooth. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dog.
Tell somebody if you watched Donut behind you the whole time. Just sitting there.
Yeah, Donut's been quiet.
Rare instance.
Which is weird. A little crackhead. She is a little crack demon. Anyway, so we gotta go. We got shit to do.
Yeah, we do. Later,
Later
people.
peeps.